Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bad New Boy Variety channel. Today's video we're going to be doing our first live dime hunt box of the channel. I did one other dime box hunt way back in the channel where I showcased the finds, but this is going to be the one like the past hunts we've been doing of every type of coin, where I've been going through the finds as I hunt the box. But first, what we're going to be doing is what brings me to hunting the dimes is I recently got a set of H.E. Harris dime albums. So I have the H.E. Harris nickel albums, I have the H.E. Harris cent albums, I have the Vitmon quarter albums, and all the other quarter albums that you can have. So I figured it's time to get the dime albums. And then now all I have left to get is the $50 albums to get that part of my collection sorted out. But anyway, they come in a set of 4 for the easiest to collect dimes for albums. It's the Merc dime from 1916 to 1945, and then the rest of the Roosevelt lineup from 46 to 64, so the rest of the silver. Then you have the 65 to 99, and then the starting 2000. So what I've done is I've gone through everything that I have in my house in terms of circulation stuff, traded with family members, and got the rest of the stuff that I need, or got what I could find to fill these albums. And then we're going to go through this box and see what's replacing that and what's getting added to these albums. Hopefully we can find some silver or something. Highly unlikely, but it could happen. But first I'm going to show you what I have already in the albums, and then we'll get into that. So we're going to start off here with the Mercury dime album. So this is what I have in terms of this album, the Merc dimes. So I'm putting in the ones that I got from the grab bag, as well as the one couple that I got from the previous grandfather collection showcase. So I put in the reverse design of a 1917 that I had, because I had another 1917 both from the grab bag that I used for the obverse. And then the 1918, I had 2 of those, but the obverse wasn't as nice as the 17. Now, if you remember from my coin collection showcase video, I have this 1945S that I bought at a coin shop. Now, I'm not going to take this out and put it in the album, because even though it says that there is those micro estimate mark for the several dates, including the 1945, this just says 1945S, so I just want to put the regular 1945S when I find that in there, and not the variety. So then I have to update this name, so I'm just going to keep this, since it is a variety, and this doesn't leave slots for varieties, I'm just going to keep that in the private collection. This is the 1946 to 1964 silver Roosevelt dime album. And I actually used the first year, 1946, for the reverse, because I had 2 of them. And that is all. It gives you all these blank slots in here. I'm guessing if you find varieties or something, or any other thing you want to keep in there. So that is that. Now, most of those are from the grandfather collection. He had this roll of dimes that are all silver. I think they're all from the year 1964 though. So I will search this at the end of the video live, just to show you guys if there is anything interesting in there. I do need the 1964D though, so hopefully we can find that in there, and maybe even a nicer example of this, even though it already is pretty nice, but it is the highest mintage yet of the silver dimes, so we will hunt that at the end of the video. But that's that album. This is 1965 to 1999. This is the 2000 to present album. And as you can see, we got other page, 7 years left. I've not seen a 2025 dime yet, so I don't think we'll be filling that, but right now. So I have the notes made, all the dates that I need, and some replacements that I need. So we have that. So with that being said, now what we're going to do is get into the first roll. Let's hope we can find some silver, and if not, fill up these albums. Roll 12. I think we just found silver. So hopefully it's going to be one of the dates we need. This will be the first time I can say I've found silver in a box. And it is a silver. 1964, not a date we need. Not the Denver either. So second most common date, still silver found in a box. So don't need that, but we'll be holding on to that, the first silver find. Well, that is the box. So only one find, which is the 1964 silver. It's the first 90% silver I found in a box, anything. This is slightly racked here, but we got a lot of replacements and additions to the albums as usual. And that's all we got for that, and we'll be checking that, updating that for the albums. But more importantly, before we do that, I want to open this album or this roll from the grandfather collection of all silver dimes. I say that for bonus at the end. Now I think these are all from 1964, but I'm not too sure. I do need the 1964 D for the album. And maybe even a nicer 1964, because that one won't replace the one I have. So we'll see what's in there. So get set up and we'll do this live. Well, it appears that these are all different dates. They're not 1964s. So we have a 1953 here. Yeah, 1953 there. Got more 1953s. So 1961. Checking for any mint marks on it. Here we have some 64s. So this is, I expected these to all be 64s, so this is going to be a lot. We have a 46 there. This is going to be a lot to check through live, so I'll update you back when I'm finished. Oh, that roll was not just 64s like I thought, but the majority of the top ones were 64s, and I pulled a little bit out when I first got the collection, so that's why I thought that was that way. But these are all the dates I found. The majority were 64s and 64Ds, because those are the highest mintages of the dime series. As you can see, 64 almost a billion, and 64D over a billion. Highest two mintages of all of them. But we did have a couple other dates, 63, a couple 63Ds, 61Ds, 1960, we have 59, 58, 57, several dates that we need for the albums. It's a 56D, we have 54, 253s, 253Ds, 252s, and 246s. Even though I already have these, no Denvers, but I think one of these will replace a reverse that I have in the album. So we will see with that. So with all this stuff we found, obviously not a whole lot for the box, just this one silver find, which I'm not complaining about. A lot of stuff for the albums. And then obviously this roll was pretty good as a bonus. So I'm going to get back to you with the changes to the albums. Here we have additions to the Silver Roosevelt album. So the ones above will be replacing the ones that are in the holes. And the ones above, just sitting in the empty holes, not pressed in, will be going in there. I'm actually thinking I might just keep this one, even though it's a little more defined than this. I have a lot of nicer, newer dates that I probably could put in there, but this is a 46, and I want a first date reverse, so I think I'm just going to keep that. So we got a lot of additions. Just a closer look at the silver after we have it put in. This is the additions to the 1965 to 1998 album. As you can see, we'll be completely filling it. So as you can see, completely filled. I have a nice 1965 for the reverse design. And I will be updating my notes. As you can see, we crossed every date off except for the 2025s, which aren't out yet, and the 2024D, which I couldn't find. Other than that, everything is crossed out. There are some nicer ones that I will put down on new notes to look for. The 1971, which is really scarce. There are some that can be replaced. And obviously, we don't have the 1996 West Point. And that was in the Grandfather collection in 1976D. A heart cut into it. Gives you these extra slots, so just put that in there. This is the starting 2000 to present album. And we've completely filled this one except for the 2024D, the 2025s, which aren't out yet. I have a nice 2000p for the reverse when the album starts. So guys, it's going to be concluding this hunt. We have lots of stats of silver from the bonus roll that we hunted. Only one from the box itself, and it's just a 1964, but that is not better than no silver. It is the first 90% silver I've found in a box ever, and it is not expected usually to find any, so we'll take that, and I will be putting this in a private collection for my first ever 90% silver coin found in a box coin roll hunting. So we'll put that in a holder for my private collection, and then these will be in the junk silver container. Anyway, guys, got some additions to the Mark Dime album from the Grandfather Collection, but obviously none from this box. So we'll be looking for those and anything we can find for that. Anyway, that's going to conclude box number 2 of the career and box number 1 of the live hunting thing that we've been doing from every type of coin. So pretty much every easy to obtain coin box up to this point I've done a live hunt of. We did pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. So got all the albums for that. Now the only albums I'm going to be getting into is the $50 albums, as that is really the only other coin set that I have enough of in stacks to justify getting an album for. So that'll be coming up next whenever I get to that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. So please leave a like and subscribe, as it helps out the channel.